With MCC Season 3 just around the corner and everybody getting hyped for another season of great events, I thought it'd be the perfect time to count down the top 10 content creators that I think could and should join the event. There were a lot of content creators that I wanted to put on this list but couldn't because there are so many. So make sure to comment down below letting me know who else you think should join MCC in the future. Anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Starting off the list at number 10, we have Wolfie. I think I speak for all MCC fans when I say I want to see Wolfie in MCC. The dude has literally played in like every other Minecraft event but MCC at this point. It'd be sick if we got a team like Fire Breath Man, Captain Sparkles, and Venom and Wolfie. I think they gel pretty well together. Fire Breath Man and Wolfie are like, a classic duo in any Minecraft event they play together. And Captain Sparkles and Venom are also a classic duo. So I think overall it'd just work out. And also, it'd probably be pretty funny. Also, I remember him saying that he thinks his best games would be either Parkour Tag or Hole in the Wall, so he'd probably do really well in those. And yeah, overall, it'd just be great to see him in the event someday. Next up at number 9, we have Red Dunes. Personally, I'd love to see a few Lifesteal members in MCC someday, mainly for two reasons. One, there's a lot of them, so if they ever needed to, have a couple extra people for our non-canon or half-canon events, they could just ask a bunch of Lifesteal members to join. And two, they are just all-around great content creators and great streamers, and I think they'd make the events really entertaining. They could also bring a competitiveness that I'll get to later. But Red Dunes would probably be my number one choice to join the events just because he's my favorite Lifesteal member, and I just all around think his content is very entertaining, especially his streams for Block Wars. And some teammates I have for him could be JoJo, Pearl, and the Orion Sound. I think together they would make a great team. You'd have JoJo being really competitive because Pearl's on the team and Pearl hasn't gotten a win yet. You'd have Red Dunes also being very competitive because he just is when it comes to Minecraft events. And you'd have Ollie, who would just make the team all around fun. But I do realize that if enough Lifesteal members get in the events and make a team, it might be a little bit too competitive for Scott's liking. So that's why I have Red Dunes only at 9. Next up at number 8, we have Feinberg. Feinberg is one of the top Minecraft speedrunners in the entire world and is insane when it comes to Minecraft mechanics. Many people would love to see him in MCC someday, including me, especially because his good friend and fellow speedrunner Lumina is in the event. I think overall Feinberg would just make a great player for the event to have, and he'd bring a competitiveness that we've never really seen before because of how insane he is when it comes to the challenges that he's endured in the past, like getting all the advancements speedrun. And yeah, I just think he might even be a future S tier if he plays consistently enough in the events. And a team of him, Illumina, Zeus, and Kara I think would work out very well, considering he knows Zeus pretty well, and he also knows Kara pretty well, and Kara is usually friendly to everybody that joins MCC nowadays, and she's a really good teammate to have if you're new to the events. And Illumina and Feinberg would just gel perfectly together. So I think the team would be fair and it wouldn't be totally broken. But we would have to wait and see if he ever joins. Next up at number 7, we have Zombie Cleo. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know much about Zombie Cleo. All I know really is that she's friends with Scott and she plays in Hermitcraft in the Life series, so she knows Scott pretty well. So if anybody on this list has a chance to join, it probably is Cleo. I'm guessing she'd be on teams of fellow hermits, so maybe it could be like along the lines of Pizza Hut, In the Littlewood, and Gem, maybe? I think that'd be a fair team. Maybe you could put Fruit in there, because Fruit's usually friendly with hermits. Or maybe Puns, considering Puns wants to be teamed with more hermits. You never know. But anyways, the more hermits, the merrier. Coming in at number 6, we have Small Ant. The variety gamer and professional speedrunner has been a long-awaited addition to Minecraft Championship, and Season 3 is finally looking like it's time to shine. He doesn't play Minecraft for a living like most people on this list, but he does have some skill when it comes to the block game. Small Ant in the past has collaborated with creators like Fundy, Krinios, and Ludwig, who are all in the event, so a team of those 4 could work. But it is sadly rumored that Scott doesn't know of his interest to be in the tournament, so it might take a little bit longer than we were hoping for to see him in MCC. Next up at number 5, we have Boomer NA. Boomer would be an awesome participant to have in the tournament. He has a very upbeat personality, which is great, and because he plays Bed Wars all the time, he also has some competitive drive that could possibly help him get a win someday. It'd be so cool to see him play against his close friends Purple and Hannah, and maybe he can team with one of them, but it could be a little bit too OP. Instead, a team of Boomer, Puns, Bad Boy Halo, and Pawk could be a little bit more fair in my opinion. His best game would probably be Sky Battle, as it's the closest Bed Wars-esque game MCC has to offer, and personally I think there's a good shot we see him in MCC 29. Next up at number 4, we have the one, the only Ethos Lab. Ethos has been making YouTube videos and playing Minecraft since it first came out, which was over a decade ago. Besides him being old, he also has a ton of Minecraft knowledge, so I'm willing to bet that Grid Runners or Sands of Time will be his best game. With him being a hermit, he already has a ton of friends in MCC, so a team of the likes of Fruitberries, Green, Scar, and Ethos is not out of the realm of possibility. All around, Ethos would be a really nice addition to Minecraft Championship, and it seems like it could come to fruition soon. Coming in at number 3, we have Mysticat. Mysticat would be a very interesting player to have in MCC, mostly because they're really good at building, but everybody hates Boomer at this point. So Misty would probably have to adapt and find another game that they're good at, which shouldn't be a problem because Mysticat is really great at the block game. If I was to guess, I'd probably say Sands of Time, but that's just me. Little fun fact, back in 2020, Mysticat was an MCC tester along with Wolfie and Firebreathman, but has since left to make their own Minecraft content, which they've succeeded at. Similar to Firebreathman, it has been long enough that if Mysticat wanted to be in an event, they could, but as always, it's up to Scott, so we'll just have to wait and see. Next up at the number 2 spot, we have Curryway. Former world record holder and Minecraft speedrunning legend, has been a top candidate on a lot of people's lists for players that should join MCC, and it might not be far from reality once Season 3 gets underway. Much like Feinberg, Curryway is also good friends with Illumina and a lot of other MCC players, so a team of Illumina, Ludwig, G-Nelly, and Curryway sounds pretty cool, and it could work out since he has collabed with Ludwig in the past and knows G-Nelly pretty well. And you never know, he might become an S-tier someday if he plays enough. And number 1 is the legend himself, Wally Bear. Wally would be such a cool player to add into the events because, similar to Boomer, he would be the third Bed Wars sweat along with Purple and Hannah, and that would just make an amazing trio. It would be elite and very unfair, but I could see, similar to Feinberg and Curry like I said before, Wally and Boomer being on the same team together. That'd be very interesting, and I think 2 newcomers that are both good at Bed Wars could be a deadly duo in Sky Battle, considering they have a chance to practice now in MCCI. So it just seems very likely that Waller or Boomer would be one of the first newcomers in Season 3, but I could be wrong. But also, you never know. I think there is a good chance we see one of them in MCC 29. You can clip that right there, because it's gonna be right. I'm serious. It's like it's literally gonna happen. Wally or Boomer is gonna be the first one. Alright, so that's going to do it for the top 10 players that should join MCC in Season 3. Hope you guys did enjoy that video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for future MCC content like this, and check out some of my recent videos right here. Anyways, peace.